All right, I think we're live. Hi, everyone. It is Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. How are you all doing today? We are not allowed to compare the box office for The Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi. Interesting how that has all worked out, isn't it? Interesting how quickly they like to change the rules up on us. But that's where we're at. I'm going to give everybody time to get in here. How are you all doing today? Lovely to see all of you here. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm trying to get everything pulled up on my internet. Why not? I'm going to tell you why. Because Cinema Blend says we're not supposed to. We're not supposed to do this comparison, guys. We're not allowed to do it. I'm trying to pull this up. Okay, bam. All right. So, hashtag Jeremy is the best. That's a good one. I like that one. What's going on, Phil TMNT? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hope you had a great weekend. I had an okay weekend. 3PO up in the house. What's up, drunk 3PO? How are you, my friend? Let me see. Let's see what everybody else is saying really quick. I'm going to give everybody time to get in here, and then we're going to talk about the topic at hand. Why you cannot compare The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. Ugh. Yes, I know. Miami won. Cancel Jeremy's hat. Oh, man. You guys are funny. Respect the retail workers during the holidays. You're damn right. Respect the retail workers during the holidays. I wonder if I need to get a new camera because when I go live, it's really bad. Like the quality is bad. That's kind of frustrating. So that is kind of frustrating. We'll see. Yes, I do believe it will hit 1 billion at the box office. I think that's pretty much a given at this point. That's Mario Toadstool Tour on GameCube. Checked out D-Day Cobra, still no fishing video. Shout out to Entertainment Hacker. There's Darth Barbie. Hello, Darth Barbie. Newest member of the Geeks and Gamers team right there, Darth Barbie. Drunk 3PO says he will take the old camera. Where'd it go? 3PO says he'll take the old camera. Smash the melee button if you don't mind, and I'll give everybody time to get in here, and then we're going to get started. We got almost 500 people watching right now. 500 would be the magic number. We get 500 people watching, and then we're going to talk about this wonderful Cinema Blend article that is just nonsense. It's so funny because they're already trying to set up for the fact that it appears this movie is not going to make as much as the Last Jedi, and that's a problem. That's going to be a problem for the narrative, no doubt about it. Rise of Skywalker depressed me, says Star Wars Elseworlds. Me too. Let's see. All right, so we're going to break 500. I'll start. If I break 500, we'll start. We're at 481, 482. All right, we're getting there. Smash the melee button. I need to share this on Twitter. I forgot. I'm sorry. I know. I always forget. Come on. I don't have my Wi-Fi turned on my phone, so Geeks and Gamers. Let me share it on Twitter, and then we'll get started, everybody. We will get started. All right, we're over 500. All right, I'm live. Bam. Okay, so Cinema Blend doesn't want us comparing The Last Jedi and the Rise of Skywalker box office. Nope, we're not allowed to do it. Why it doesn't make sense right now to compare The Last Jedi and the Rise of Skywalker box office. Yeah, why can't, let's see, so we're not allowed to compare the direct sequel to The Last Jedi that released in the same month within the same time frame as The Last Jedi. We're not allowed. This was written 2 days ago, by the way. We're not allowed to compare those box offices. Why? Because now The Rise of Skywalker is running behind The Last Jedi. So therefore, we're not really allowed to compare, because they did kind of build this narrative that the third film in the Star Wars franchise always overperforms the second film. And again, it may still turn out this way where it does outperform it, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. So The Rise of Skywalker is here. Did it meet your expectations? There was a massive wait on episode 9, especially considering that it seeks to close out not only the sequel trilogy, but every Skywalker saga story before it. The movie has certainly been divisive among fans, and The Rise of Skywalker's opening weekend was not exactly up to par with its record-breaking predecessors. However, there's a substantial reason why, and it's all about timing. The Rise of Skywalker had the closest release date to Christmas than any other recent title before it. December 20th falls on the last major weekend before the big holiday. So could Disney not release it a week earlier? Are you saying that we're supposed to give Disney a pass because they chose to release this on this date? So now we're supposed to give them a pass? Is that the logic that we're applying to this? What? That is stupid. Anyway, December 20th falls on the last major weekend before the big holiday, which is famously the most popular time for gift givers to get their final shopping underway. The Rise of Skywalker's opening weekend was concurrent with the busiest days in the store foot traffic of 2019 per Forbes. So when we compare its numbers to other Star Wars titles, it's just not a fair comparison, everyone. It's just not a fair comparison. Star Wars The Force Awakens opened on December 18th, an entire week prior to Christmas Day. Since many shoppers had the weekend plus 5 weekdays to prepare themselves, where to go, it certainly, Psych, quit jumping around on me. It certainly helped the movie's 247 million debut weekend, later becoming the highest domestic grossing movie of all time. Yes, even today. And The Last Jedi opened December 15th, offering up 10 days space before opening on Christmas. The Last Jedi performed well over The Rise of Skywalker with 220 million opening weekend. The point here is they're making excuses. They're making excuses after excuses after excuses after excuses. Now, the key here is, I love this part. Now, this was written a few days ago, okay? This was written a few days ago. In its second weekend, Deadline reports Rise of Skywalker will outpace The Last Jedi by 3% after its 10-day run, with an expected $380 million domestic gross. This just goes to show that the opening weekend earnings certainly do not define the success of the blockbuster, even when timing isn't on its side. I want you guys to remember this number, all right? $380 million. That's what the 10-day run was expected to be, even when this excuse article was written. 380 million was the 10-day run expectation. Guess what it did? Guess what it did? Huh? First of all, but still pacing behind The Last Jedi. Guess what it did? 361 million, $19 million below expectation. $19 million below expectation. Isn't that interesting? Why do we have all the freaking F's? Are you guys fucking with me again? I don't know why. Oh, is Geeky Candy here? All right, anyway, so $19 million below expectations. Isn't that interesting? What are you guys doing? Are you guys trolling me right now? It's one dude. Anyway, you guys know I love when you troll me. But anyway, so $19 million below expectation. So we are not allowed to compare. We are not allowed to compare, guys. We're not allowed to compare. We're not allowed to compare a movie within the same exact universe that is a direct follow-up to the previous movie that was released within days of the previous film within the year that it falls. We're not allowed to make those comparisons. And we were not allowed to make those comparisons when they thought that it would be pacing 3% ahead of The Last Jedi. But Odin, correct me if I'm wrong, you fuckers and all of your Fs. Is that for Disney? Anyway, Odin, how far behind of The Last Jedi are we officially, or at least with the estimates we have? How are we? F for Raylo, says Memology. 3% says 3PO. This chat is an absolute disaster, and this is what I love about all of you. I have no idea what's going on in the chat right now. I don't understand any of it. Jeremy for president. And I'm not going to incest is Wincest, says JJ Abrams. People are saying they're drunk. Only drunk 3PO. All right, what did Odin just say? Where's Odin's comment at? What a nonsensical stream this already is turning into, all because of all of you in the chat. All of you crazy bastards in the chat. Everyone is drunk today. Shout out to Memology 101. Great channel. I love Memology. And guess what? You want to know a fun fact about Memology? Guess who's subscribed to Memology 101? Anybody want to guess what YouTuber is subscribed to Memology? That's right, PewDiePie. King PewDiePie is subscribed to Memology, so you should be subscribed to Memology as well. But yeah, I do love that channel. Does a great job. Woman needs to stay in the kitchen. He said 2%. Okay, so 2%. Got you. But anyway, that's where we're at, where the media is trying to push the narrative. The same narrative that they wanted to push, now they're saying we can't push it, guys. We can't, because those alt-right trolls, those angry men, they can't be right. They can't be right that Star Wars is falling apart. They can't be right that, that Star Wars is nothing more than a dumb summer blockbuster now, pandering to social justice warriors and lonely, women in their 50s that do Raylo art. We can't have that. We can't have these angry men in their basement be proven right, as they've painted all of us, whether you're a man or a woman, or whether you're black or white, or whatever you are. According to them, you're an angry white man in your basement if you don't like The Last Jedi, and if you are against diversity, and if you're against diversity and representation, then you're just an angry Trump supporter. That's kind of how the narrative has always gone. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. Russian bots rigged the box office. That is absolutely true, by the way. I don't know if you guys understand this, but Russian bots it's been confirmed. It's been confirmed on the Young Turks that Russian bots have rigged the box office for the Rise of Skywalker. That is true. If you get it, you get it. If you get it, you get it. I'm not even going to tell you what that's about. If you get it, you get it. If you follow me on Twitter, you understand. So many people are probably watching. They're like, what the hell does that even mean? What does that even mean? Oh, man. All right. How many super chats do we have? Oh my God, you guys have been sending some. I'll get to the super chats in just a minute. Entertainment Hacker, shout out to Entertainment Hacker for last night's stream. And just to be honest, I did go on Mad Max's stream the other night, and I really like Mad Max. I know Mad Max says a lot of crazy things, but I genuinely like Mad Max. I think he's a good guy. I think he means well. I do wish him the best. And we did have a good discussion. I was really happy about that. So that was a lot of fun. I support anybody out there that, if you're wanting to, create content, if you want to be critical of me, if you want to be critical of other creators, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But there is a fine line to it, where if you start really taking things and turning them in one direction or the other, or if you're just saying things to people directly to their face and then you turn around and say something different when they're not there. That's the kind of stuff that aggravates me. But being critical of other YouTubers, that's what the platform was built on. And of course, YouTube doesn't want us doing that. They don't want us to be critical of other people because they you know how YouTube is. But it is what it is. I fully endorse it. If you want to make a channel dedicated to critiquing me about some of the things that I say or do or that you question or whatever, I'm 100% okay with that. And I'll always talk to you about it if you're willing to have a conversation about it, because there's nothing wrong with that. All right, back to the topic at hand. Cinema Blend wrote an article saying that why we can't compare the box office of The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker, and that happened 2 days ago. Now, the reason that they're saying this is they're trying to justify it by the timing that the film was released. Because apparently Disney could not release the Rise of Skywalker on any other day in December, and the only time they could release it was the day they released it. So they're building in excuses for why it's not performing as well as it should be. Yet there's also the blue checkmark brigade out there that will tell you that it is performing even better than me. As a matter of fact, let's give a shout out. Let's give a shout out to a blue check mark right now that wanted to right here. This guy right here gave me he's clearly a big fan of Geeks and Gamers. There's a blue check mark. Adam Lance Garcia, Hollywood Reporter says, after opening 20% behind Star Wars The Last Jedi's weekend, Skywalker has almost caught up with the predecessor as it heads for the $1 billion mark in a fitting into Disney's unprecedented domination at the 2019 box office. And Mr. Blue Check Mark himself says, but that angry guy in the car video told me Rise of Skywalker bombed. So I responded to him with that right there. Thanks for watching, Blue Check Mark. I will definitely make a car video tomorrow just because you're crying on Twitter about them. So again, the blue check marks definitely love Geeks and Gamers. They're always watching, and they are in desperation mode over this entire Rise of Skywalker situation. Now, the facts are, I said that this movie was always going to do well in terms of any other. Who's calling me? Hang on. Hello?
Hello?
Yo, what's up? Well, he hung up. I was going to have some fun with that one. Anyway, it was a spam call, so I don't know. I was going to ask him what his phone number was so I could call him and bother him. But anyway, trying to remember my point now. What was I saying? Who's calling me? Who's my phone? I would have stayed on the phone longer, but my phone's dying. My bad. Jarvo's phone charged. You can call me brother. Oh, God. All right. That was unexpected. I love when people call me out of the blue like that. It's really fun. Whenever I do get spam calls live on a live stream, I will be answering them, and we will roast these telemarketers together as a community. I think that is very good for team building, for community building, and for morale out there. If you're having a bad day and a telemarketer calls me, I believe you should share in on the roasting session. So anytime I'm live and this happens, I will always answer on speakerphone with them, and we will roast them together. That is the best part of all of it. All right. What are you guys saying in the chat? I'm trying to keep up. So now the point is what we were saying earlier. The point is that the access media, the people that have called us alt-right Nazi trolls, those people are now trying to figure out a way to spin this, because ultimately we are right. We were always right. Star Wars is not Star Wars. It's not special anymore. It has been overrun with identity politics and agenda-driven storytelling. It has a woman who wears the Force's female shirt to promote other brands, and then along with her brand. It has people like Ryan Johnson, who has blatantly came out and said he has a feminist agenda. It has people that are pushing weirdo Raylo stuff like J.J. Abrams to pander to lonely 50 and 60-year-old women who draw pictures of fictional characters so they can, get off. I don't know. It's just really weird where we've moved into Star Wars. And that's what the fans have been trying to tell Disney for the last 2 years. Once it became abundantly clear that there was no plan and they decided that we were wrong. Yet they essentially said we were not wrong by the actions of J.J. Abrams, who took direct shots at Rian Johnson and The Last Jedi within The Rise of Skywalker, and essentially moved away from The Rise of the Last Jedi, essentially moved away from that, which has upset a lot of the blue checkmark brigade and the blue-haired weirdos on Twitter. And that's been the best part of all of this, because ultimately Star Wars sucks. It's sad that we've gotten to this point, but they are going to spin this in any direction they can to try and justify where they're at. But ultimately, this movie is not going to perform where it should be. Again, it's the end of the Skywalker saga. This should be endgame level numbers. And we're not even going to potentially not even beat The Last Jedi at the box office. That is a monumental. It's hard to call it a failure, but it's definitely obvious that it's been mismanaged on a substantial level up to this point. And that's kind of just where we're at with everything. So I will give you Drunk 3PO's number for free. All right. Does anybody want Drunk 3PO's number for free? Krista, Darth Barbie is giving out Drunk 3PO's number for free. No standards or anything. So pretty much it's all yours if you want it, guys. A lot of people want Drunk 3PO's number. Darth Barbie, Krista, I think you should actually charge. At least get $5 a pop. He is the most handsome man on YouTube. So I think you can get a few bucks out of this one at least. Where's I saw 3PO just commented something. Where did it go? These comments are so hard to keep up with. There it is. Drunk 3PO says, I'll post Jeremy's number for $100. Do we have a $100 super chat? If we get a $100 super chat, Drunk 3PO will send you my phone number. Dark Pierce 629 wants Darth Barbie's number. Oh man, this whole chat is a disaster. Try to have a serious conversation with all of you. And all you want to do is talk about giving people's phone numbers out. There's a lot of toxicity in this chat, and it's very offensive to me. And I'm going to have to cancel all of you. Let's see. Toxic masculinity is here. Oh man, I love all of you. But yeah, so we are talking about this article. And the point I made earlier for those of you that are just joining us is at the end of this article in Cinema Blend, they talk about, now this was 2 days ago, and they were talking about that heading into the second weekend, Deadline reports Rise of Skywalker will outpace The Last Jedi by 3% after its 10-day run, with an expected $380 million domestic gross. Well, guess what? It didn't, because after that 10-day, it is at 368 million, 19 million below the 10-day estimated run. Hate to tell you, but the Fandom Menace was right. The Fandom Menace has always been right, and the Fandom Menace will continue to be right. And that is why we are seeing so much nonsense from so many people on Twitter, because they're really upset because they believed that The Rise of Skywalker was going to come out. They believed that The Rise of Skywalker was going to do $2 billion, $2.5 billion. They believed all of these fairy tales that they created in their mind. And then they were going to go, see, the Fandom Menace was wrong. They were just pushing hate clicks. They're just trying to push hate clicks for money. And I mean, now they really don't have a good argument because we were right. Everything was right. All of the leaks were right. Everything was right. Unfortunately, that's where we're at in terms of Star Wars. And now you're seeing so many people very upset about that. And their goal is to try and discredit anyone affiliated with the Fandom Menace. They've picked me as the de facto leader of the Fandom Menace, even though I am not the leader of the Fandom Menace. I'm the leader of Geeks and Gamers. I am not the leader of Fandom Menace. I am simply one person with one voice who is part of the Fandom Menace. The Fandom Menace is not a group of people. We don't have a little office where we go and meet every day and we lay out our internet agenda. It's just a group of people that don't want to have politics pushed into our entertainment. That's it. That's all the Fandom Menace is. Some of us have different opinions than others. Some of us look at things differently than others. But ultimately, the core foundation of the Fandom Menace is simply people that don't want real world politics and agendas pushed into our video games and our movies and our entertainment and our comics. It's that simple. It's not complicated. You know, it's basically, as Gary from Nerdrotic says, it's basically a hashtag. It's a mindset. You know, I guess we're fucking hippies and we're just smoking pot and talking about how we don't want, identity politics in our movies. That's really all it is. It's not that complicated. So when people say, oh, the Fandom Menace this, the Fandom Menace that, the Fandom Menace isn't this or that. It's just different people with one goal in mind, to just not fucking want real world politics pushed into our entertainment. And Star Wars has become the template for how that can ruin something so great. Because under no circumstance should something like Star Wars be suffering in the manner that it is suffering. But it is because people with agendas, with far left-wing agendas, have now ruined Star Wars after 40 plus years of being the greatest IP of all time, changing the world, inspiring people from all generations and all walks of life, all ages, all over the world. Now, it's lucky if it's even the Transformers. It's lucky if it's even Michael Bay's Transformers at this point. You know what I mean? And that's just where we're at. So that is the core belief system of the Fandom Menace. Outside of that, I can't tell you what people in the Fandom Menace believe in terms of their movie opinions, or, what their beliefs are on, politics, or gay marriage, or, the economy and all that shit, because everybody has different opinions. And I think that a lot of people that try to claim that they have a diverse community and they're all for, tolerance and shit, they see the Fandom Menace and they know that the Fandom Menace is exactly the thing that they get on Twitter and pretend that they're part of and they want to be. Yet they see it, and because, we don't all say what they want us to say, suddenly they say we're all just angry men in our basement. Yet you have people in the Fandom Menace, like Darth Barbie, like that Star Wars girl, like Mecha Random, like Mary Mayhem. You have people that have transitioned, like Drunk 3PO. I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that. Was I drunk? I'm sorry. Never mind. I didn't say that. This is the internet, right? Internet. We can delete that, right? We can delete that. I didn't mean drunk. I'm sorry, man. I did not mean to say that, drunk. I am so sorry. Yeah, I apologize, drunk. Ma'am 3PO. Or that. Ma'am 3PO. But yes, so many of these people, they claim that they're all for tolerance and representation and diversity and all of that bullshit, but ultimately they're not. They are not for that. They do not have tolerant opinions. They are scared to death of anybody that, hang on. Oh, all right, let me read this message from Odin, from Odin's Movie Blog. Okay. Jeremy, because I got lost in the chat, currently the Rise of Skywalker is about 2% or so behind The Last Jedi, but The Last Jedi Christmas numbers are about to come up, so I don't know if it'll ever catch up. Okay, got it. Thanks, Odin. So you're seeing a lot of people try to slander us and try to paint a false narrative about us, and that's totally fine if that's what they want to do. The good thing about the people that follow us is that they're not reactionary off of a tweet They're not reactionary off of, labels and shit. Like they just go, yeah, no, that's never, nobody's ever said that. It's like I've said, do you know of anybody in the Fandom Menace that has any relevance whatsoever that has actually said anything blatantly racist or sexist? Like, have you? Because if so, let us know. Let us know. And like the other day, there was some fucking troll who was trying to claim he was part of the Fandom Menace, and he said something really bad about people that liked the Rise of Skywalker, like really bad. And I publicly denounced the person, and so did everybody else part of the Fandom Menace, because that's not really what we're about. So it's just not that complicated. And, people with common sense follow us. And that's why I like the people that are part of Geeks and Gamers and part of the Fandom Menace, because you all have common sense. And that's really the only thing you need to have to be part of the Fandom Menace, is having common fucking sense. Just have common sense and understand that everybody's not racist and sexist. There's no movement to hold women back or hold minorities back. It's not like that. And most people with common sense understand that, So let me see. Publicly denouncing is playing their game. I mean, I see your point on that. But I also it also drops receipts for the things that they say when they say that we don't, but I actually understand what you're saying. Publicly denouncing does play into their game. You're 100% right on that. You're 100% right. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. I'm trying to see what you're saying in the comments. Okay, super chats. I apologize. I'm so far behind. William Hollinger, Rise of Skywalker is not my Star Wars. Well, I mean, look, this is my Star Wars right here. Okay. So I said, after I saw the Rise of Skywalker, this was my, that's the Star Wars list right there. That's my updated list after seeing the Rise of Skywalker. There's only 6 live action movies as far as I'm concerned. Bruce 654 with a poop emoji. Thank you. Rosetta Allen, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Jeremy, our haters are empowered. My own brother today ragged on me in an anti-Fandom Menace rant at my own birthday party. Stay strong. They are emboldened. I hear you on that. And it's your own birthday. Was it? So happy birthday. Happy birthday. But I hear you on that. Timothy Ross, new member to the channel. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Memology 101, shout out to The Mandalorian. Also, don't blame the new trilogy cast. They were given a shit script. They are good actors. I actually agree with you on that, Memology. I love John Boyega at this point. I actually thought Daisy Ridley was going to actually be much better in this trilogy, but her character was so terribly written. But I like Daisy Ridley, and I like Oscar Isaac. Oscar Isaac, and you guys can remind me in the chat, what is that movie on Netflix that had Ben Affleck, Oscar Isaac, Charlie Hunnam? That's a really good movie. And if you haven't seen it yet, you really need to watch that movie. I can't remember the name of it. Somebody will say it in the chat here in just a minute. And, I'll remember. Yeah. Is it Triple Frontier? Is that what it is? Triple Frontier. That sounds right. I think that's it. That's a great movie, and everybody needs to check that out. Everybody. So Triple Frontier, that's a really good movie. And Oscar Isaac was really good in it. So I agree with you, Memology. Comrade Commodore, trying to get that first seed boy, waiting for beast mode to rip one off. Also, Andy and Matt clearly have Jebs in their brain. Yes, if you are following me on Twitter, you see a lot of drama, everything like that. It's Twitter. I like talking shit on Twitter. It's fun. It is what it is. And let me see. Jeremy is like ignoring me. I am not ignoring you. You're the person that's always saying you want me to impregnate you. Every time I go live or on my videos, you're always saying you want me to impregnate you. I'm not ignoring you. I always appreciate that. It's not going to happen. But I appreciate it. All right, where are we at? Trenton Lee. Shit, where'd it go? Jumped on me. Trenton Lee, I'm going to say it. Solo's better than Rise of Skywalker. Solo lost money. That's a tough call, actually. I am not sure about that one. Yeah, okay. Solo is better. Solo is better than the Rise of Skywalker, but it did lose money. Okay, definitely. Why are the people that say I hot like why are their avatars looking like this? Why do they look like that? You know? Like that's not cool. That's not cool. Um Oh God. All right, where are we at? Night Train sends F. Thank you, Night Train. Ryan Shields, you guys were 100% on Skywalker. Dumpster fire. Absolutely, absolutely. If you're just joining, I will get back to. Okay, now the avatars are getting better. Now the avatars are getting better. It's improving now. It's improving now. But then we get to this. That's probably the worst avatar that's ever said I'm hot. Okay. But that's all the help I need right there is drunk 3PO. I'm good if I got 3PO. So all right, let me get back. Let me get back to There we go. There we go. Now. Okay. All right, it's getting out of hand now. All right. Connor Yardumi or Yardrumain. I am sorry. Remember when everyone loved Star Wars? I remember. Yes. And it's we are long past that time. Cancel Jeremy. Hashtag my phone's almost dead. Memology. I was picking boulders, Jeremy. How dare you? Ryan Roundhead. Hashtag Chuck Wendig deserved better. Ryan Shields. Rise of Skywalker was a dumpster fire. You guys were 100%. There were at least 40 plot holes. The lightsaber she used was destroyed in The Last Jedi. Absolutely. Jay Senator. Star Wars is a zombie franchise just like Palpy. Yes, unfortunately it is. The Fandom Menace, 250 away from 3K. The Fandom Menace fan channel is 250 away from 3,000 subs. Great work. Great work indeed. Healthy MBS. Rey used her new power. Force stop hitting yourself on Palpatine when he was shooting lightning at her and didn't stop. Yeah, I mean, that's got to be one of the dumbest things ever. That's got to be one of the dumbest things ever is Palpatine, all of these decades, has manipulated his way to things that no one else could have accomplished. Yet he dies because he's like, what do you do? What do you do when you pick up a frying pan that's too hot? What do you do? You let go of it, right? Because it fucking burns. Okay? So Palpatine's shooting lightning at Rey, and she's ricocheting it back to him, but he doesn't stop. He just continues to scream and lets it continue to ricochet back onto him. How fucking stupid is this? Like, what in the hell is wrong with these people writing these movies? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I mean, oh my goodness. That's a good question, High Ground. It's a good question. G&G fan channel 249 away from 3K. Hell yes. Hell yes. And that is awesome. But that's not a testament to Geeks and Gamers. That's a testament to the work that he's put in over there on the Fandom Menace channel. Great work. It is not something that just easily happened. You know, he's put a lot of work into it. Unlimited waffles. Okay, so if you're just joining us, just so we can cover the headline that you see, Cinema Blend wrote an article on why we can't compare the box office of The Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi. Now, why in the world would they be saying this? Why are they so worried about us comparing the box offices for these two films and why we shouldn't do it? Well, it's because The Rise of Skywalker is doing exactly what the Fandom Menace said it would do, which is underperforming. And now they're trying to spin it in the direction that they want. And that's perfectly fine. That is their right. And it is also our right to call them out and expose them on their bullshit. Now, this was written a couple of days ago, but the key thing here is when it was written and after they made all of their nonsensical claims about the release dates and all this other shit, it ends with talking about how the deadline reports The Rise of Skywalker will outpace The Last Jedi by 3% after its 10-day run at $380 million. Now, estimates. Now, again, when I say this, I'm saying estimates, okay? So for all of you people that don't like me, that really like to take things that I never say and then invent words on top of the things I've never said, I am talking about estimates, all right? This is a common practice with the box office. When Sunday night gets here, they are estimates, and then the actuals are reported sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon. So the estimates for The Rise of Skywalker's second weekend are coming in at $361.8 million, which would be 19 million below the expected 10-day cum. Now, that creates a problem for the narrative. Well, you know what? I'm here to expose that, because unlike some people on YouTube, I don't give a fuck about the excess media. I don't care about Disney and their press passes. I don't care about being invited to, movie events or Comic-Cons or anything like that. I don't give a shit about that. None of that stuff matters to me. It might matter to you. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care about interviewing actors. I don't care about any of that shit. I just don't. I'm happy sitting in my famous pool house, talking to my amazing audience, and driving my badass Z car around whenever I'm not here. I'm happy doing that. So, all right. So that's kind of to catch you up on what's going on there. I do have a couple super chats I want to catch up on, but I'm also wanting to communicate with a lot of you. I'm trying to, I've got so many messages coming in right now. What the hell is this, 3PO? What are you sending me? Oh, that's not good. Why would you send that to me? Do you guys want to see what Drunk just sent me? Look at that. That is not good right there. Oh my goodness. That is not good at all. Wow. But yeah. Oh, poor Ryan. That is bad news right there. One more time. You guys want to see it? Here we go. Boom. Look at that. Better than Brie. Oh man. That is bad news right there. Woo. Jeez. Why would you send that to me? Why would you do that? That's bad. That's really, really bad. I don't ever want to see that again, ever. More charisma than Brie. Holy shit. I just looked. Okay, hang on. I got to check something really quick. Bro, it's still at 86%. It's still at 86%. Are you kidding me? 68,000 votes. It's still at 86%. Wow. That is incredible. Holy shit. This thing hasn't moved. And like I said, all right, let me unscreen. Look at this. All right. Why is that important? Okay. Let's see. Here's why this is important right here. Why is this important? Because look what else. Okay, so again, let's go back to screen share. Okay. Now, why is that 86% the magic number? Why is that the magic number, you ask? Why is that the specifically 86%? Why? Do you know why? Because what other Star Wars movie was recently well received and made a lot of money? The Force Awakens. Same exact audience score as The Force Awakens at 86%. Now, this is how you get the normies. This is how you get the normies to buy in. You know, this is how you get the people that are like, oh, hey, hey, hun, hey, there's a new Star Wars movie out. So you want to go see the new Star Wars movie? Oh, honey, I didn't like that last one. Yeah, I didn't either. But what if I heard this, the guy that, the JJ guy, the guy that did that one that we liked, let's go on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, look, they have the same exact score. Man, this one must be good. You know, that's kind of the thought process behind a lot of it. It is what it is. So, I mean, once upon a time was a big fan of The Force Awakens, and in isolation, I still do enjoy, or I did enjoy The Force Awakens. I haven't seen The Force Awakens in full since I saw The Last Jedi. So I can't really, I mean, we watched it for the High Council one time, but I haven't actually sat down and watched, you know, a full setting of TFA. So it's hard for me to really tell you how I feel about it now. All right. So we have almost 1,400 people watching. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. I appreciate everybody being here. We're going to be here for a little bit longer, so don't worry if you're still here. We're talking about how a lot of the media is making excuses for the Rise of Skywalker and the fact that it is underperforming. It is underperforming. There's no doubt about that. You can believe that it's doing well, and that's fine, but it is not doing as well as it should. It is underperforming by the standard that is Star Wars. And if you look at, you know, the expectations of where this should be, it is severely underperforming. That is just a truth. Now, here's the thing, and this is where we're at with a lot of the sequel trilogy fans. Their mindset is that if you are criticizing a movie I like, then you are toxic. And that's just kind of 2019 mentality. I'm looking for something right now I want to show you guys. And I know you've seen it before, but I want to show it to you again. If I can find it. Give me a minute. There it is. Okay, so the whole thing is we're in this age where everybody needs to have their opinion fed back to them. And if you don't think like they do, if you don't say the things that they want you to say, you are a toxic person that needs to be canceled from the entire existence of the internet because you have an opinion I don't like. And the problem with a lot of the people, and let me be fucking clear for you motherfuckers that get offended by every fucking thing. I am not saying that literally everybody that likes these movies is like this. What I'm saying is the majority of you fuckers are like this. If they like these movies, they get offended if you don't like them. You can't joke about them. You can't criticize the fictional characters. You can't say anything bad, or you are being racist and sexist and toxic. That's how their mindset works, you know? So this meme speaks volumes to where we're at with the Star Wars fandom right here. And I know you've seen this all a lot, but this is exactly where we're at. Boom, right there. Prequel trilogy fans, when you make fun of the prequels, we all laugh, we all have fun with the memes, we all talk shit, we compliment each other, yada, yada, yada. Sequel fans, when you make fun of the sequels, and they just fucking cry and whine, and they act like their life is over, they act like you've killed someone, they act like you should be put in jail, they go off the rails because you criticize a fucking fictional character. Fictional character. Just like in Jay and Silent Bob. Fictional characters. You know? And it's just how it is. Like, and that's exactly. Who said it? James Quinn. Millennials are emo. It's that millennial attitude right there. It's that millennial attitude where they just have to have every fucking thing repeated to them. And if you disagree with them, then you're toxic. Toxic means what? Disagreements on the fucking internet. That's what it means. So that's where we're at with that. See the daddy waffle happening. Hashtag daddy waffle happening. I see it all and I love it all. All right. So that's where we're at with this. I want to talk to the chat a little bit. All right. I want to talk to you because I missed you. Okay. I've missed all of you. And I just want to see how you're doing. Let me see. So Daddy Waffle happening. Hashtag Daddy Waffle happening. What am I? I'm between 18 and 25. When you ask what you are proven to be a beta. Don't fucking ask me what you are. Fucking own what you are. Don't ask me. That's a beta move. What am I, Jeremy? What am I? I need you to confirm what I am. I'm fucking with you. I love you, High Ground Master. You're one of the meme masters for Geeks and Gamers, so I'm just fucking with you. But I can't wait to see what he's gonna do now for memes on Twitter. He's gonna roast the hell out of me now. And this right here. Let me wait for it to pop up right there. Boom. I love this. Love the sarcasm here, but it's true. This is how these people think. You ruined my life with your opinions. You ruined my life. So hurtful. So hurtful. Oh, man. I know I got super chats and I will get to them. Let's see. We want Darth Barbie. Invite her. She's more knowledgeable about Star Wars than you, man. Darth Barbie's amazing. I don't think. Look, she's always welcome, but in time. Darth Barbie's so new to YouTube. She's new to Geeks and Gamers. It's gonna take her time to get comfortable with everything. So you guys just give it time, and I promise you will see more of Darth Barbie on Geeks and Gamers in the future. But she and I talk daily. She's a really good friend, and it's gonna she's got a lot of elements like Kelly Jedi Bunny. And you saw how long it took Kelly to get comfortable with live streams. It took Kelly like a year, and Kelly would record with me, here on Geeks and Gamers occasionally, but it's gonna take her time. And but once she gets rolling, this girl will be a superstar. She's gonna be great. I'm so excited for her to continue to, create more content. And I'm so happy that she's part of the Geeks and Gamers team. So she's great. You need to make an iPhone membership for Geeks and Gamers. Okay. Are you talking about you can't be for iPhone users, you can't become a member of Geeks and Gamers. Is that still a thing? Is that still a thing? Trying to see. Where's all right. There. Is she here in the chat? I'm sure she'll like that comment right there. I don't know if she's still in the chat, but that's pretty funny right there. OG Star Wars. Yes, it takes time to be comfortable and established. Yes, very, very true. Very true. Let's see. Will I be releasing Fandom Menace merchandise? Probably not. It'd be specific to Geeks and Gamers, but we will be doing some different type of merchandise for Geeks and Gamers. So I haven't watched Gary from Nerdrotic on Creature Features yet, but I will be watching that. I'm really proud of my buddy. Hail newbie Jeremy. Geeks and Gamers, you have a Discord server. Yes. Somebody if you're on the team and if you're in the messenger chat, tag Siobhan and get the Discord link from her so you can drop it in the chat. Anybody on my team that's watching right now, if you can get Siobhan to give you the link to Discord so you can drop it in the chat. We do have a Discord. I'm very bad about plugging it and advertising it. But if somebody can get in contact with her and get that code, we can drop it in the chat. I have not watched The Witcher yet. Haven't watched it yet. All right, where am I at? Briar Raptor, check your DMs on Twitter. Something interesting. Okay. Oh my gosh. I have a lot of DMs right now. I don't know. I mean, I've got hang on. Okay. Oh, this is a tweet. All right. All right. I'm gonna share this. All right. I'm gonna share you what they sent me. Okay. The Last Jedi Visual Dictionary Snoke page states that the Sith were destroyed and that the Chosen One prophecy foretold the end of the Sith and was fulfilled with the events of Return of the Jedi. So it says, Heart of Darkness, Snoke is powerful in the dark side of the Force, but he is no Sith. That 1,000-year-old lineage stretching from Darth Bane to the Sith Lord, to the last Sith Lord, Darth Vader, was undone when Darth Vader died, destroying his mentor, Darth Sidious. The fulfillment of the ancient prophecy foretold the end of the Sith, but it never predicted the end of his darkness. You know, why is it that we have to get these answers? Why is it that we have to get these answers through fucking books? You know, like I can't stand how Disney does shit. You know, like, and it's such a fucking. It's so frustrating. It really is frustrating. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I'm retweeting you right now. I'm retweeting you. So there you go. What nonsense, man. Just so stupid. This is why Disney Star Wars is not canon. It's absolutely not canon. So I'm just done with their excuses and everything else. I'm done with it. All right. Buy, consume, don't ask. There you go. That is the mentality of Disney and Hollywood right now. Buy, consume, don't ask. If you ask, you are racist and sexist. You are racist and sexist if you ask questions. Don't you dare ask questions, or you are a misogynist who is intimidated by women and minorities, and you are a racist. That is their mentality right there. That's it. That's it. Favorite moment of Rise of Skywalker. Hang on. Favorite moment of Rise of Skywalker was when Lando and Chewie hugged and embraced. That I got the feels during that scene. I got the feels during that scene. No doubt about that. JMK Josekai Khan. Yo, Jeremy, what's up? I love your videos. Keep up the good work, but I know you're trash at every Smash game. I can beat you with any character. I am not great at Smash. I am not. I am great at Mario Kart, but I am not at Smash. Drunk 3PO just dropped the Discord link for Geeks and Gamers. So that is a Geeks and Gamers Discord. I need to do a better job of commenting there. So, you know, if you want to join in, Siobhan runs our Discord. She does a great job. Seth Dunlia says, Jeremy, you're a legend. Thank you for always calling out Disney for their bullshit. Thank you. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the support and the kind words. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. RC from NYC, Jeremy, get yourself a battery bank for your phone. Hashtag cancel Jeremy's batteries. Cancel Jeremy's batteries. She's lying. That is not true. She is lying. She finally won one game after 300 races with me, and now her ego is out of control, and it's very frustrating. So, let me see. Where am I at? Edward Coleman, The Rise of Skywalker almost proved my theory about Rey's mother being a Force hooker. I was just one generation off. Rey has all the Force DNA in her. Hashtag Force hooker. Hashtag War Eagle. I'll give you your War Eagle tonight for your $10 super chat. I'll give that one to you. Alex, what's going on? Alex Slusher, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Wesley Simple, Disney will buy the USA at one point. Disneyland. That's not far off. That's not far off. New York Kia 31. Toss a coin to your Fandom Menace. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's probably true right there. That is probably true right there. I'm going to believe that that's 100% accurate. You don't see an NES in the background. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Right there. Right there. And I just picked up this beauty. I just picked up that beauty right there. Look at that. Look how beautiful it is. Yeah, I have my NES. Come on. It's even got the stains on it and everything. Of course I've got an NES. All right. That game is not horrible. No, I will not accept you disrespecting G.I. Joe. I will not accept it. I agree. Super Nintendo is better, but I do love my NES. Super Nintendo is the greatest video game system ever made, in my opinion. It is easily the best system ever made. And it's not even close. All right, where are we at? Deadly Raver, warning. We know now that the Rise of Skywalker has caused cancer in 7 of 10 Womp Rats. The Womp Rats died for nothing. Johnny the Whiz Kid, whenever I rile on Disney Star Wars, my coworker keeps saying how much I have like a Sith. How much hate I have like a Sith. What do you think I should say to him? Just fuck you. That's always a good response. I'm always encouraging a good F you to your friends and your coworkers. It's just, it keeps things on an even level, and I totally respect that. But no, I would say that Disney has definitely turned a lot of fans to the dark side. I have a Dreamcast too, by the way, and it is a great system, way ahead of its time. Wait, what? But yeah, I would say definitely just, that Disney's turned us all to the dark side. That's the easiest way to say it. Or a good FU. That's fine too. One of the greatest marketing campaigns in video game history. And it's Sega does what Nintendo don't. Sega does what Nintendo don't. But it was one of the greatest marketing campaigns ever. I do have a Dreamcast. Love my Dreamcast. Let's see. Celebrity Jeremy. So apparently the Death Star explosion couldn't even destroy the Death Star. That is true. It's a sad, sad truth, but that's exactly where we're at with it. It is sad, ridiculous, and unfortunate. Where are we at? Johnny the Whiz Kid, how do you argue with people who say it's just a movie? I don't. Those people don't deserve an argument at that point. I never argue with those people because they're just too stupid to argue with. They don't understand any of it. So I just say don't even deal with those type of people. They don't even make it fun to argue with them. They're just stupid. And you can clip this. You can just, here's how you argue with them. All right. You clip this right now, and you can just, use this when you talk to them. Someone that says it's not just a movie. Hey, person that says it's just a movie and not to get upset, shut the fuck up. There you go. You can use that clip right there. And then tell them subscribe to Geeks and Gamers. All right. Swagmeyer says Solo lost money. Best outro of 2019. Thank you. I appreciate that. PPPZZZ. Don't agree with everything, but I really do enjoy your take on it all and videos. Merry Christmas. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's actually really nice. See, don't agree with everything, but I really do enjoy your take on it all and the videos. Merry Christmas. That is a respectable comment. So yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. And Merry Christmas back to you. SIFU Jacob, Saifu Jacob, been following you since 2000 subs, hashtag solo lost money. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Since 2000? You've been here since 2000? Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Robert Meza, do you think once new leadership is in, Disney will focus on the time periods before the OT accumulating in the OT and the sequel reboots after 20 years? Okay, so I don't know what they're going to do, but I will tell you what I think they should do. Okay? I think that the next Star Wars trilogy needs to be set 100 years after the end of The Rise of Skywalker. And this is a soft reboot opportunity. You've moved us so far away from the Disney trilogy, which is utter garbage, by the way. It is truly utter garbage. All right. And I think that they understand that to some extent anyway. But now, again, again, let me preface what I'm saying. What I am presenting is when Kathleen Kennedy and her feminist bullshit is no longer at Lucasfilm. Let me be clear about that. So let's just assume Jon Favreau takes over. We have Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and Deborah Chow as kind of the leadership of Lucasfilm. Okay. So the next trilogy, once Kathleen Kennedy and her feminist bullshit is gone, the next trilogy needs to be set 100 years after the end of The Rise of Skywalker. All right. Rey dead. Poe Finn dead. Every remnants of the Disney trilogy is no longer there. It's no longer there. And they can be mentioned in a very subtle way because you have to acknowledge their existence. You know, much how JJ did subtle nods to The Last Jedi, but the whole time he was saying, fuck The Last Jedi. He made enough subtle nods to The Last Jedi to where it was acknowledged, but it was clear that he was saying, fuck you to The Last Jedi. You can make a couple of references to the, Disney trilogy and all of that shit, but you lean it heavily on the history of the Empire, the Rebellion, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Han Solo, Princess Leia. You lean the history within these sequel films or this next trilogy, 100 years, heavily on the historic values of the original trilogy and the prequels. That's what you keep in mind with the storytelling as you shift this movie forward. That's about the only way I feel they can move forward, is to just fucking move past all of these fucking stupid characters that they have created and just treat them like they don't exist outside of mentioning, one of them here or one of them there. That is the best thing I can figure out for them to do. Now, yes, it would be great for them to go back to the Old Republic and everything like that too, but I'm just talking about moving forward. How do you move forward based on where we are? And that's what I think you should do. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. You don't have to acknowledge them. Only 30 years had passed in TFA and nobody even knew who Luke fucking Skywalker was. That's very true. That is very, very true. But that's a good question. That was a good question. Let's see. So thank you for that, Robert Meza. Christopher, oh God, where'd it go? Shit. Christopher Arcella says, hey, Jeremy, great hearing from you. Saw your interview on Mad Max's channel. It was so funny and kind of sad how he was trying so hard to debate. I like Max. I'm not going to say anything bad about Max. I like Max. He's a good guy. And we had a lot of fun. And I hope he continues to do whatever he wants on his channel. And I wish him the best of luck for sure. All right. Franco Blondie says could stand for the 86 Star Wars. I think we all could stand for them 86ing Star Wars at this point. Unfortunately, that's just where we're at. Christopher says again, also, are you and the Fandom Menace members going to Star Wars Celebration 2020? If so, I'll go. Would be great to see you and Gary again. Yes, I will be there. I'm giving away tickets also. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to do that. But I think I know how I'm going to do it. Yeah, I will be there. A few members of Geeks and Gamers will be there, and I'm giving away tickets also, and I'm going to get someone there, someone within the community, maybe a fan. I'm not sure yet, but I will be paying for them to get there. I'll pay for their airfare. I will pay for their tickets. I will pay for their hotel. That is something I promised a long time ago, and I plan to make that happen. And I'm glad you asked that because I'm just reminded that I have that, whole deal that I've got to do that. I've got to make that happen. So let's see. Yeah, I forgot all about that. So I'm glad I got the reminder. I do. I mean, I've already bought the tickets. I just have to give them to someone. I think I have somebody in mind. But don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody because, I'm toxic and mean and horrible. And I'm just out for the YouTube money. I'm just trying to make money. I just stockpile it all. Buy me Z cars and update my pool house. No, I'm not doing anything with any of the money we make. These people are crazy, man. They really are. It's so funny. But all right. Celebrity Jeremy, I like to think that offering people is dispensing tough love. Offending people is dispensing tough love. I agree with that. Looks like I like that. Celebrity, or I got that. Jeffrey Turner, aka Mega Jetty 1. Feelings are important, but they take it to the extreme. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Star Wars for Life, Jeremy, you need to make an iPhone membership. Oh yeah, I got that one. I got to figure that one out, Ruthie. We got to talk about that. Brendan Bellman, have you seen The Greatest Teacher Failure is? But I haven't seen that. People sent that to me. I need to check that out. But no, I have not seen it. Shannon M, heading into a new decade. Fucking millennials need to sit in the back of the bus and shut the fuck up. Iger needs to execute Order 66 on Kennedy. Bring in the EU. Well, I know Ryan and Lethal Lightning and Uche will love that. All right. Leia says, F you for leaving my group chat. You suck, Jeremy. I thought this was a joke. I figured you removed me to make this a thing. I didn't leave the group chat, so I do not know. I figured you just removed me and then screenshotted something to trash me on Twitter. I didn't know that if I did leave, I didn't do it. I was removed against my will. So I have no idea what happened. Liam says, favorite moment of the ride. Oh, I already got that one. Kevin View says, Disney can't undo years of continuity. They can try, but it's becoming easier and easier to separate it. Yeah. That is true. That is very true. DM says Rey and Kylo equals Scalpatine. I truly hate the Reylo thing. Like, I truly hate it so bad. Yes, Ryan. You want me to share it again, Ryan? Want to share? You want to see it again, Ryan? Here we go. Right there. There we go. Let me see. Bud Raphael Buddha. I don't know how to say your last name, so I'm gonna say Bud Raphael. Jeremy, yesterday here in Brazil, they had to cancel the section and put two rooms together. I'm not going to say that. The rooms were empty. I've never seen anything like that. Greetings from Brazil. Okay, hang on. Yesterday here in Brazil, they had to cancel the section and put two rooms together with three different letters. Two of them would be Kathleen Kennedy's initials, and then another one. I just don't want to say it because YouTube will freak out. So they put two rooms together with those three initials. The rooms were empty. I have never seen anything like that. Greetings from Brazil. That is interesting. That is interesting as hell. So thank you, and thank you for all the way from Brazil. That is amazing. That is really amazing. All right, so Ryan's mad. Ryan's upset, as he usually is. Hey, 86 Sith says he'd smash, Ryan. So, I mean, you got at least one taker. So right there, Ryan, I'll put it back up. There you go. So Ryan, you got a little bit of love. So I'll give you that. Oh man. Jack says, have you played Battlefront 2 lately? Listen. I love Battlefront 2. I actually have a video coming out talking about Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 is fantastic. All right. I love this game. I can't stop playing it. Capital Supremacy is amazing. The heroes are great. All of the upgrades all the updates with the Clone Wars. It is so good. I love the Clone War. Or I'm sorry, I love Battlefront 2. And I can't stop playing it. I absolutely love this game so much. So if you are not playing it, you should be playing it. It is fucking great. I know a lot of you hate EA. And I respect that and I understand that. But this game is the best Star Wars experience you're going to find that is in currently, you know, like, again, I have the old Battlefront games too. I love the old Battlefront games. But I'm just saying that these games are, this game, Battlefront 2 2017, is fantastic. I love it. All right. Lester Palma, love your work, Jeremy and the Geeks and Gamers crew. And what sucks is they call us toxic when we are just passionate about it. And to see our fandom crash, it hurts. Very well said. Very well said. Eric Nelson, Disney will buy their own tickets to make it hit 1 billion. I know a lot of people go with that. Maybe. I have no proof of that. If you have proof of that, I would love to talk more about it, but I don't know anything about that. But I wouldn't put it past them. Wouldn't put it past them. Kevin said, I almost gave J.J. Abrams credit when making General Hux the spy, because it would have made sense for TLJ why he was such a terrible, or made such terrible decisions. But he quickly undoes it by doing it for petty reasons. Yeah, 100%. 100%. No doubt about it. So I totally understand that. Greetings from Brazil again. It's so awesome hearing from people from Brazil. That is amazing. You know what? That's a good one. I like that. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? That's good. All right. Battlefront 2017, no. Battlefront 2019, yeah. Okay. Well said. I hear you on that. I hear you on that. All right. I got a few more, and I'm reading the regular chat too. Johnny the Whiz Kid. Have you ever watched Angry Video Game Nerd? Yeah, a long time ago. Haven't watched him in years. But back in the day, I definitely watched Angry Video Game Nerd. Nico Lee says, have you seen Flash Grit's video about Star Wars? I have not. I'm not familiar with Flash Grit. Flash Gits. I am not familiar with that channel or that content creator. So I'll have to look into that. Greetings from Mexico with the definitive Superman as his avatar. That is Superman right there. What's up, Jonathan? All right. And Nico says, do you think we will get prequels for the sequels? God, I hope not. I hope to hell that we are done with the Disney trilogy. I don't want a prequel. I don't want a sequel to it. I don't want anything to do with this shit. This thing needs to be Chris Benoit, just like they did with Chris Benoit with the with the WWE. They just made him disappear. Any existence of Chris Benoit with the WWE has been erased from existence. That's what the Disney trilogy needs to have done to it. Just what the WWE did with Chris Benoit. They need to do the same thing with the Disney trilogy. That's how bad it is for Star Wars. Yeah, I said it. Eric Nelson, thoughts on The Mandalorian's final episode? And do you think since The Mandalorian is liked by all the fans, Disney will decide to go woke with season 2? I very much enjoyed Mandalorian. I very much enjoyed The Mandalorian. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I loved the final 2 episodes. Very, very well done. But I can't watch this series and not be, I can't. I always worry about the direction they're going to go. So, yes, I'm still worried that they could go woke in season 2. I absolutely am worried about it. Hopefully they won't, but it's definitely a concern. It's absolutely a concern. So we'll see. Eric Nelson, thoughts? Oh, I got that one. Eric Nelson, which movie do you think was the worst this year? Rise of Skywalker, Dark Phoenix, Captain Whammon, Charlie's Angels, Terminator Woke Fate, or The Lion King? I have seen Rise of Skywalker. I've seen Dark Phoenix. I haven't seen Charlie's Angels, Captain Whammon, or Terminator Woke Fate. I did see The Lion King. Rise of Skywalker is the worst. Yep. Rise of Skywalker is the worst. Yep. There you go. Star Wars for Life. Miss Darth Barbie needs to be at Celebration. Can we make that happen, please? I'm sure everyone wants to meet her. I will talk about that. I know she's she's going to be a star. She's already become a star in a short amount of time. So it would be great if she could make it to Celebration. And we will look into that. Like I said, I will make my announcement on Celebration on those tickets very soon, and we will go from there. Liam says, would you make a baby with Kathleen Kennedy to save Star Wars? God damn. No. 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 Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? That's not right. That's not right. I can't. What? No. 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 I'm sorry, guys. The above average is not going anywhere near that. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I need it. I need it for other things, and I can't. I can't put the above average there. It's just not happening. Can't do it. Nope. Can't do it. Can't do it. Just like Mike Singletary. Let me see if I can find that video. Can I find that video? All right. Here we go. This is my response to your question. All right. This is my response to your question. I got to find it. All right. Let me see if I can find it. Trying to find it. All right, so this would be my response right here. This would be my response to that question. Would I make a baby with Kathleen Kennedy to save Star Wars? And the answer is no, I can't do it.
To be a part of this team. It is more about them than it is about the team. Cannot play with them. Cannot win with them. Cannot coach with them. Can't do it. I want winners. I want people that want to win.
That's it. Can't do it. Can't do it. There's probably a better clip of it, but can't do it. Won't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it. No, I'm not doing it. Period. Can't do it. Won't do it. All right. No. No. All right. Are you guys going to let me go? Jeffrey Turner, a.k.a. Mega Jetty 1. Rey written as Mary Sue, but in Battlefront 2, she's useless. I rarely play with the heroes. I like playing as the clones and, Roger, and all of that. So, sweet baby Jesus, that comment has broken the chat. Oh, man. ZR J-Ro, Disney has become the Bayformers of 2019. That is true. That is 100% true. Cody Schmidt says, I agree with all of your views on the sequel trilogy. I love the prequels and the OT, but I can't help but feel bad for Kelly Marie Tran, and I hate Rose. Thoughts? I 100% agree with you. Here's something that, all of the miserable little twat waffles that try to say that what they'll do is they'll tweet that Jeremy said something, but they'll never show the evidence of me actually saying it. You know what I mean? And so what it comes down to with Kelly Marie Tran is I do feel bad for her. I feel bad that she's been caught up in a situation where Rian Johnson made her a terrible character and took a very attractive young lady and a very sweet young lady and made her a very unlikable and unattractive character. I feel bad because Rian Johnson derailed her career. I feel bad because Rian Johnson simply brought her into The Last Jedi because she fit the demographic for his social justice nonsense and not because he thought she could benefit the story. Rian Johnson, what he did to Kelly Marie Tran is exactly what Hollywood does to minorities all of the time. They see you as an opportunity to be virtuous, to show how woke they are, how tolerant they are. They don't really care what it actually does for your career. They care about how it makes them look and how virtuous it makes them look. And that is exactly what happened to Kelly Marie Tran. And yes, I do feel bad for her, but Rian Johnson is to blame because Rian Johnson saw an opportunity to use someone based on their race and their gender and not bring them in to benefit or complement the story. And that is the definition of what Hollywood does to minorities, because they don't give a single fuck about anybody or anything. They only care about the optics of how it makes them look. So fuck you, Rian Johnson. You did Kelly Marie Tran wrong, and you deserve to be held accountable for that. And I will continue to hold you accountable for that. So yeah, that's it. You know, I don't like Rian Johnson. I think he's a piece of shit. Yeah, that's it. Let me see. All right. Nico says, Jer, what do you think about Star Wars comics and novels? I do have some comics that I had back in the day. Never was big into Star Wars comics. I was a pretty, it's hard for me to say I was a big comic book fan. I was a decent comic book fan back in the day. Uncanny X-Men, Superman, Batman. I even was into Image Comics for a short period of time. I've talked about that before. Savage Dragon, Shadowhawk, Spawn. When Spawn was kind of first came out, I felt like Spawn was going to be the biggest thing. I felt like Spawn was going to be an A-list character with Spider-Man and Batman and Superman in the future and Wolverine. And ultimately, it just Todd McFarlane, you know, I think he kind of took his eye off the ball a little bit, but focused on other things. But I have G.I. Joe comics. I have Star Wars comics. I have some of my like Nightfall series, Death of Superman comics, but I was never a comic book aficionado. And as far as the novels go, the only ones, I do have several books. Where are they at? They're in one of my shelves, but I have several books, but I haven't read a lot of them, but I have listened to several audiobooks. So yeah, that's kind of right now. That's why Pixelated Ryan is on the team, because he is the expert. He is the expert on the Star Wars EU and the novels. But I am looking to get more involved with that, especially with having Ryan on the team and Lethal Lightning and Uche with their EU knowledge and the fact that they're bringing so many people within the EU. I'm looking to get more involved in that. I'm actually listening to Heir to the Empire right now, and it's unbelievably amazing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Darnell Polymon says, what's your take on a Luke Leia series on Disney Plus? It's hard to say because, you know, everybody, who's in charge of it, you know? And how is it going to be presented? Is it an animated film? Because live action, obviously, I don't think that's possible, because unless you're talking about recasting, and I'm 100% against recasting in any capacity for the original characters. I think it fell flat on its face with Solo, and I think Disney learned their lesson that they can't do that. So I'm going to say, unless it's an animated kind of Pixar thing, I'm 100% against it. And even if it's an animated thing, I'm still very much not in favor of it. But the only way I would accept it is animated. That's the only way. And it would have to be animated on a Pixar level. Like, I want Pixar animation to work on the animated side of it. But ultimately, if it's just as cut and dry as yes or no, I would say no. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in it. But if it was to happen, animated's the only way to go. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. So, all right, guys, I think we're going to wrap this up. It's been a great live stream. I appreciate all of you being here. Smash the melee button if you're still here. We are almost at 1,000 likes. Can we get to 1,000 likes? Can we get to 1,000 likes before we wrap this up? I appreciate it. I will leave this live stream public. And I got to record some more videos for the channel and everything like that. But I do appreciate all of you being here as always. We're almost up to 1,000 likes. Oh, you guys did it. You're fucking awesome. I fucking love all of you. A lot of good things are happening. Let me do some housekeeping really quick. Now, I need you here. So if you're still here and you're invested in the Geeks and Gamers brand and the team and everything, I need you here because I need your feedback. So please don't leave yet. All right? Please don't leave yet. So we're working on video game content for the channel. All right. Now, how I need a show of like yeses or nos. Okay. How interested are you to see Ryan Kennel stream Star Wars The Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic here on the main channel. Are you interested in that? And then he's streaming it, and we will have other members of the team maybe in the chat, like a Discord or anything like that. Are you interested in something like that? A lot of yeses. Fucking shit. All right, that's a lot of yeses right there. Okay, that's a lot of yes. All right. Okay. Hell yeah. All right, right on. Now, also, I really want to start doing Battlefront 2 streams with my team here on the channel and on other channels connected to the brand, like Ryan's and Mark the Cyborg and Geeky Candy and Mary Mayhem, Drunk 3PO. Everybody who makes content for the channel. I want to start doing streams on a lot of their channels. Now, Battlefront 2 is definitely something we're going to be streaming. There's no doubt about that. Also, Minecraft, which is something I don't play, but there is a huge audience for Minecraft. So I'm going to have Ryan and Mary do maybe like once a month or twice a month working on some Minecraft streams here on the main channel. And obviously, with me being a big Nintendo fan, we're going to bring Mario Kart streams to the channel. So all of that is happening in 2020. So the number one thing I need you to make sure you are following me on Twitter, so that you can, stay up to date on when we're streaming. So, and let me see, hang on. I'm trying to find it right now. All right, so follow me on Twitter. That's the best way to know if I'm going live or not. Right there. Follow me on Twitter at DDayCobra. And I'm always going to tweet out when we go live. Also, follow the Geeks and Gamers accounts over on Twitter, which is right here. Follow the Geeks and Gamers account. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to follow the Geeks and Gamers account over on Twitter. So anytime that we go live, we will be tweeting this stuff out. That's going to help substantially. But I'm working really, we're going to work really hard to push gaming content more on the channel. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to, do more of, what we do, because we're still going to be going right after Hollywood, right after Lucasfilm, right after Star Wars. We're still going to do the same type of content that we've always done, but we're going to try to bring more gaming content to the channel. And the only way that I'm going to continue that content is if you show me that you want to see it. If we're getting fucking 50 or 100 people on a channel watching some gaming content with 220,000 subscribers, I'm not going to be pushing a lot of gaming content in terms of the live streams, but you got to show me you want to, you want it here. So, other than that, Christopher says, did you get my last super chat about the Lion King? Did I miss that? Oh shit, my bad. Here it is right here. My bad, buddy. As an old school gamer and a Switch fan, did you get the Lion King Aladdin platformer game remastered? So much nostalgia and such great games. Lion King is hard. I have not gotten that yet, only because I've got so many games that I'm trying to play, but I'm planning on getting that. And, tag her right now. You tweet Hey Viv and tell her you want to see her back on Geeks and Gamers. I love Hey Viv. I hung out with her in New York. She's great. So tag her right now. Say, we want to see you on Geeks and Gamers, Hey Viv. We need to see more Hey Viv on Geeks and Gamers. She's welcome here anytime. But, yes, Lion King is hard. It's not as hard as the OG original Star Wars trilogy on Super Nintendo. Those are some fucking hard games. Those are some games that we might stream on the channel. OG Star Wars, Super Nintendo, Super Star Wars. That shit is so hard, so annoyingly, so much cussing, so much frustration with those games. Those fucking games are insane. Yes, Fallen Order. We have played Fallen Order. We did a couple of streams here on the channel. Very much enjoyed Fallen Order. Very much enjoyed. And yeah, those OG Star Wars games on Super Nintendo are fucking hard as hell. But yeah, Christopher, I am going to get those games. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, and I apologize for missing your super chat. Riff Magos, just remember, Jeremy, it's a trilogy, not a movie. Not a movie. Not a movie. We're talking about a trilogy. Yeah, Deadly Raver, 100%. Those games were impossible. Impossible. Same here, Barbarella. Same here. Okay, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you very much for checking out this live stream. Thank you for smashing the melee button. Thank you for following me on Twitter. Thank you for following Geeks and Gamers on Twitter. Thank you for subscribing to all the channels affiliated with Geeks and Gamers. And looking forward to 2020. It's going to be very exciting, and I appreciate all of you. Have a great night, and we will talk to you. Wait, hang on. Ben said, stop milking this. Shut up and stop milking this. Now I'm going to wait for another super chat to come in because of Ben Ryan running his fucking mouth. So I'm not leaving until we get at least one more super chat to piss off Ben fucking Ryan. Okay? Because if this pisses you off, Ben, that I am milking it, that I'm staying just because it hurts your little pussy, well, I'm going to stay here and hurt your pussy some more, Ben Ryan. So shut your fucking mouth. How about that, Ben? There we go. Christopher with another super chat. That's $2 more for Ben Ryan's hurt pussy. That goes to the Ben Ryan Hurt Pussy Fund right there. So hang on, we got another one. I'm waiting for it to update now. Did I miss one? Hang on, I'm waiting to see. There we go. Liam, you the king, Jeremy. This one's for Ben. Oh, man. You guys are fucking great. Did Ben comment again? I want to see if Ben is actually a beta or if he's laughing along with this. Thank you, Henry. You're annoying and negative. Why are you watching me, Brandon Cock? Hey, Brandon Cock, why are you watching me if I'm annoying and negative? What the fuck are you going to do about it, Brandon? What are you going to do about it, Brandon Cock? Huh? This guy's so annoying and rude. He's so rude. He's so rude. Imagine getting in the comment section of a YouTuber and saying, this guy's rude. He's so rude. All right, guys, I got to get What? Hey. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. How rude. All right, everybody. Oh, shit. Hold on. Fuck. You guys sending too many super chats. Hang on. Do we get to grab Ben by the pussy? Deadly at $2 for Ben Ryan busted pussy funds. Geeky Candy Ben's pussy fund. Love from Fairbanks, Alaska. Do you guys know how bad I want to go to Alaska? I want to go to Juneau, Alaska. I want to go to Juneau, Alaska so bad. I've always wanted to go there, but thank you for the super chat all the way from Fairbanks, Alaska. I've always wanted to go to Juneau, Alaska. It seems like a fascinating place. So I'm definitely if you want a Battlefront 2019 stream, we're going to make that happen. We're going to make that happen. All right. I think that's it. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Seriously, I'm going to end this now. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Solo lost money, and we will talk to you later.